These are my absolutely favourite terms in maternity services. Failure to progress, failed induction, incompetent cervix, delivered, poor maternal effort. If you can't tell already, I'm being incredibly sarcastic because language matters more than so many other things in healthcare, and communication is so key. And before I move on to what they should be called, I just want to really highlight you did not fail. Nobody fails at labour at birth, at an induction of labour. You might be failed by maternity services in some way, shape or form. You may be let down by the processes, by the different induction of labour methods. You might be failed in different ways by other external sources. But you yourself do not fail at labour and birth. And these are just a handful of phrases that let women down, that disempowers them massively, that completely undermines women in general and is completely from the medical patriarchal model that exists. There was a campaign a few years back from Peanut really trying to highlight and trying to make those changes within the language which is used in maternity care. Some of these things are difficult to remove from medical records historically, but some of these things are changing as time progresses, both on medical documentation, but also in computer systems too. It takes a long time for things to catch up though, and so some of these terms still exist today. Here's the alternatives though. Failure to progress should be slow progression, no progression, or obstructed labour. At no point is the term failed in there. Failed induction of labour should be unsuccessful induction of labour at whatever stage that is, at the cervical ripening stage, at the point of breaking waters, at the point of starting hormone drip. Unsuccessful, slow progress again. Again, no failure at all. Poor maternal effort. I can almost guarantee you that there is another reason behind a woman not being able to push, whether that's because of the epidural, whether that's the density of the block, for example, whether that's because baby's in a really awkward skew-if position inside that's making it really challenging for them to be able to push. Again, taking away the poor bit, so it's not on that mum whatsoever. Instead, mum pushing as hard as she can, no dissent. I hate the term incompetent cervix. What is an incompetent cervix, quite frankly? There are changes happening within that cervix that need a medical management, but we don't need to call it incompetent. And as for delivery, pizzas are delivered, Amazon packages are delivered. Women birth their babies, whether that's vaginally or abdominally. Women birth their own babies. We as midwives and doctors facilitate, we support, we guide, help women through labour and birth, but we do not deliver that baby. That baby is born from that woman that baby has come from. In me saying I delivered babies, that completely disempowers the woman or person who has given birth to their baby. And this is why we need to use the term birth and not delivered, because women and people give birth to their babies, whether that's vaginally or abdominally. And by calling it birth, it empowers that person to say, I've done this, I've birthed my baby. Whether that's abdominally, whether that's vaginally, I've birthed my baby. It's me who's gone through this process. It's me who's grown my baby. It's me who has brought my baby into the world. Language and communication is so powerful.